Alright, and we're back with another chapter in the Wanderlust saga of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. So in between this episode and last episode, I did just a little bit of grinding and got Ripple Drive. And I think they got some other stuff, but I haven't touched Goofy and Donald really. Let's give Donald Berserk. Goofy can have his jackpot ability and charge. Let's kind of show off a little bit of the abilities that I got. And now I have a roll. So nice. Dodge roll is one of the few abilities that you get. There we go. That's Ripple Drive. That little finisher right there that was like up for a second. And Ripple Drive scales with the number of MP bars I have. And because I picked Magic to begin with, it's kind of OP at the moment. Once Ripple Drive goes off, anything that gets caught in it dies. So yeah, but we're gonna leave Traverse Town. We're gonna take our gummy ship and go. So there was a tutorial that popped up for like half a second, but I had to leave and re-enter the world to get enemies to spawn again. But basically, this little green circle always starts on the place that we're at. And then this is how we select our destination. And then there are those little stars for every world. And the more stars, the harder the world. We're gonna go in order. Oh, here's the actual tutorial for flying. We travel to different worlds on the gummy ship. The Heartless ships often give us a hard time. Always be on the lookout during flight. Your journey will be documented until you reach your destination. For some reason read weird. Seek out the missions each world has to offer. Control the gummy with the left stick. Tilt up to descend, tilt down to base, and flight controls. And they're gonna tell us power, armor, blah 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 blah. Power doesn't really affect much right now. It will later, when we actually get stuff that takes power. But nothing that I have takes power on my gummy ship. This is not... like, gummy ship battles are interesting. Like, it's a very interesting addition to the series to have basically an entire separate minigame that is required to go from world to world. But it's in every... well, it's not in every game. It's in most of the games. At least, all the mainline 1, 2, and 3 have gummy ships. But everything has something for how you get around. So it'll be nicer when we have a better gummy ship that can move faster and has basically spam to win buttons. Otherwise, it's just kind of slow. Disembark in Wonderland. I really love the little throw cards. I think I might have already said that, but I like them. They're good. I do love Wonderland as a world.
Oh, my fur and whiskers! I'm late! Oh dear! Oh dear! I'm here! I should be there! Oh, I'm late! Oh, the queen! She'll have my head for sure!
So yeah. This is beginning to Wonderland. And it's an interesting world, different from a lot of the rest.
How did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big.
That talks!
Must you be so loud? You woke me up.
Good morning.
Good night. I need a bit more sleep.
Wait, what do we have to do to grow small?
Why don't you try the bottle? Over there.
And herein lies, while not a lot of worlds have gimmicks, Wonderland does, and it's the ability to interact, particularly with this room while you're large, and then also interact with it while being small.
Ha! Ha! Come on! Come on! Come on!
I don't think I technically have to
Come
kill all
on!
these guys to go forward, but experience! Ooh, a protect chain. Okay. And he's asleep. Which is why I moved to the bed. Because
Come on!
the bed gives you access to that other door. And these little guys, these new little heartless that we've got, particularly, do not just not take damage from fire. Fire heals them.
Come on!
But they basically one shot with any sort of ice spell insta kills them. So
Court is now in session!
I'm on trial? But why?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, presiding.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is because I say so, that's why.
That is so unfair.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Of course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence! You dare defy me?
Hey guys, we should help her out.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling? Oh, yeah.
if I was missing
That's
these
against
people
the
for a few
rules.
minutes.
The court finds the
That's
defendant
interesting.
guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart. Off with her head!
No! Oh, please!
Hold it right there!
Who are you? How dare you interfere with my court?
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
Okay, so we gotta go find some evidence. Which technically, we could just, right now, do stuff, but that ends poorly. So we gotta go find some nice little evidence. In the Cheshire Cat. I'm actually really curious how they did the Cheshire Cat. I'm assuming it's just that his head and his body are two separate models. Interesting. Who are you? That's not how he said it, but who are you? Who indeed? Poor Alice, soon to lose her head, and she's not guilty of a thing. Hey, if you know who the culprit is, tell us. The Cheshire Cat has all the answers, but doesn't always tell. The answer, the culprit, the cat, all lie in darkness. Wait! They've already left the forest. I won't tell which exit. There are 4 pieces of evidence in all. There are 3 are a cinch to find. The 4th is tricky. Big reward if you find them all. We trust him? To trust or not to trust? I trust you'll decide. I can't do a convincing Cheshire Cat. Also, this is a really weird thing. I don't think in the first couple episodes I introduced myself, and I can't even remember if I introduced myself at the beginning of this episode. If I didn't, I'm Kieran. I do a lot, pretty much I'm the only one who does gameplay content on this channel. Open. That's the first piece of evidence. If you couldn't see, it was a little pink box. But I'm gonna go around and find some more evidence, so let's... But yeah, if you watch the D&D game, I'm the one who runs the D&D game. Most days. It's either me or Broken. Which I usually go by my real name in those episodes. Which is, like, honestly, as far as things go, I really don't have a particular opinion on going by my online handle or my real name anymore. But for old time's sake, I thought I'd use it for these videos. Best camera, thank you. But yeah, so if anyone was curious, because I don't think I mention this very often. But yeah, and these videos are, and you'll notice towards the end of this video, they're going to be slowly making their way into higher and higher production value. I'm adding a little thing to the tail end of these videos, same with the Hollow Knight videos. But yeah, so, and eventually I'm going to be adding like an opening title card, and then there's going to be custom thumbnails, but time, just in some more little boxes. So we've gotten 3. What are the 3 that we found? It's stench, footprints, and antenna. One more. I wonder, can I... Actually, in this room. And even actually in frame right now. But we can't get to it from there. We gotta loop ourselves back around through the Lotus Forest. And these flowers you can interact with. Most of them just give you items. Like, he'll give you an item if you give him an ether. flower here will make me bigger if I give it a potion. All the rest of the flowers also only function once. And then we spend it with the tree. Which I believe lets me get to another chest, possibly? There's something this lets me do. I don't remember what it is. This is one of the worlds, like, especially if you're doing this blind, you're not gonna find everything on your first run through. I don't even think I can get to everything. Ooh, I can, I think. I think I can. Okay. Here to here. Here to here. I really don't need to be going this way. But I want to see if this... This takes me up here. Later it does something different. Oh, that's later. But basically this world has a lot of little secrets. Some of which require you to have like later spells, later abilities. And while there are a lot of worlds that have some retread value, I forgot to do the stupid thing that I needed to get big for. I was so worried about everything else that I forgot what I was actually doing. Okay. And then... Where am I? There we go. That bounces up that lily pad. And of course, I am 100% smart. But yeah. Yeah. Scoot Donald out of the way. I scoot Goofy out of the way too. Yeah, I can. Cool. You don't have to scoot them both out of the way. I've done it with just Donald. But there, claw marks. Well, look what you found. Nice going. Now we can save Alice? Don't be so sure. She may be innocent, but what about you? What do you mean? I won't tell, but I'll give you something. Obtain the power of ice. Learn the spell Blizzard. So that's actually super helpful on the little ice guys. And actually in this world in general. I mean, not the little ice guys, the little fire guys. What are they called? Each Heartless has a name. This is something that, like, one of these points I'll go through. Red Nocturne. Those are those little fire guys. Okay. Huck. Yes, I'm ready to present my evidence. Show me what you've found. Well, that's certainly a lot of evidence, but I'm still not impressed. Cards, bring forth my evidence. Basically, the fewer evidence you get, the more evidence she has, which makes this one so fun. Picking all 5 would be a waste of time. Alright then, choose the one you wish to present. I'll decide who's guilty based on that evidence. What, after all the trouble of collecting it? You dare object? Then you will lose your head. Now choose one box. And basically it's a random crapshoot to which one it is, I think, technically. I don't remember. It might be deterministic. But basically, you just, if you get all the boxes open, 4 out of 5 are going to be Heartless. The other 1 is going to be... What in the world was that? Wow. Painting changed. tea party has been ruined. Those who clean up will receive a reward. That was weird. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. Okay, and if you knock out the queen, she won't call her cards to come get you. Not that they won't, but like they will also get revived. You're not actually trying to fight the cards. You want to destroy the tower. Alice is gone. Map jump test before fighting the queen, after fighting the queen. This is interesting. I don't know what I did. Set for before fighting the queen, set for after fighting the queen. Learned yet. Okay. I think we're gonna save and reload the game. I'm gonna save to a different save slot. So we're gonna go to the title screen. I don't know what's happening. So, you get to see me save and reload the game real fast here. I think something messed up. Without a defendant, there is no trial. Okay. Okay. If you want to see that dialogue, I'm going to plug a channel that I actually like, that kind of cuts out a lot of the junk I'm going to be showing. Which is Extra Frames. No, Extra Play. Play Frame. Play Frame. Channels changed names a while ago, but it's Play Frame. Play Frame. And my brain's like mixing up several things that the guy does. Have you seen Alice? Alice? No. Shadows? Yes. Where did they go? This way, that way, does it matter? Left, right, up, down. All mixed up thanks to the shadows. Step deeper into the forest to the deserted garden. You might find shadows in the upside down room. But yeah. He's doing, and he's actually more of the way through his Kingdom Hearts playthrough. But his is a like shorter version. He cuts out a lot of this different stuff, the fights and a lot of the in-between stuff that happens in between story. And the first couple games he technically only plays on normal. He eventually starts playing on proud, but he's currently playing Dream Drop Distance. But yeah, so and there's, if you use Blizzard on them, they insta-die, and they also, if you noticed, gave me tech points, which, if you've noticed a couple times, and I may have explained this a while ago, but I'm going to explain it again. Under certain circumstances, you get tech points for basically playing well. If you like deflect attacks and stuff, and it's just basically extra experience. Which for those little red nocturnes, it triples the experience I get from them. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. If I'm correct, a very merry birthday. Sit down and get your present. Okay, it doesn't say. I can't remember. I'm gonna say it's. Okay. So some of these chairs are good. Others are not so good. And if I remember correctly, I can get all of the good chairs. And then I get one bad chair just to show what it does. I think this end chair is a bad chair. Yep. It destroys the table and then summons some Heartless. Which, I guess depends on your definition of bad. Yeah, you do also get some experience for, I think, knocking back their fireballs. Guess you can't read the sign anymore. So weird. I've never had that happen where it screws with the writing. They're hiding somewhere, and the Mamaroth's out grab. Things might not be fixed. Want to find the shadows? Try turning on the light. The Mamaroth's out grab. Again, I'm gonna plug. Go check out Dan's stuff. I'll link it in the description if you want to know what was said there. Really haven't shown what happens with those large bodies. But basically they cannot be hit from the front at all. So if you've kind of noticed, that's been a thing. Touch. The flower there. It's too dim. Make it brighter. What next? One more lamp that you need to light. Yep. I hate when I do that. I started moving and went to do a late jump, but I fell before. Yeah. There we go. Catch. All the lights are on. You'll see the shadows soon. They'll rise in this room, but somewhere else. The shadows might go after that doorknob too. Let's do that. Anybody else gonna spawn in here? I don't think so, not now. Okay. Again, probably between this episode and next, I will do a little bit of extra playing, and I don't actually want to save. And I'll say I'll be leveling up a little bit here. You get a better view. Do I have all my... Yeah. I don't want an elixir on me. Elixirs are something you definitely want to hold on to. You can do a whole bunch of stuff, and... But talking to Gesture is the thing we want to do. The shadows should be here soon. Are you prepared for the worst? If not, too bad. Actually, I like how that was covered up. This is another boss. Like, I think all the bosses got retextured. Well, recolored. Not really retextured, just recolored. Because he was also just a basic purple. The only thing that sucks about him and like me fighting him and it's kind of always how his fight goes, is just the fact that he's super hard to hit.
See ya. Deep freeze. See ya.
And yes, I could be standing on the table, but if you do that, he destroys the table. And it's much better to have the table for cover later.
Deep freeze. Deep freeze.
So I generally avoid using the table if I can. Down goes Donald. If you ever hear any Kingdom Hearts player make fun of Donald, it is generally because Donald is more often than not on the ground.
See ya. Deep freeze.
Okay. Doing what I thought. Oh, might be going to do it now. And this is the reason also why you want to get up on the table.
Deep freeze. See ya. See ya.
I feel that you need to be able to hit those with ice magic to stop them from burning you.
Here. Deep freeze. Deep freeze.
Maybe I can't right now.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, nope, that's good. Yep. I think I'm gonna kind of goad him into trying to shoot me. Come on. You know you wanna. As you do, it does a decent bit of damage. But it also gets him to oh, cool. These things are off fire. Oh, cool.
Deep freeze. See ya.
Yeah. Down goes Trickmaster. Which I don't know if I mentioned, the first boss that we... So, the very first boss in the game is Darkside, which is also the end boss of Destiny Island. The end boss of Traverse Town is called Guard Armor. Ifrit's Horn. I think that's better for me than the
What a racket.
bracelet we get from the other one.
How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
You're not. Don't sleep. What was that? You hear something? You hear that? It sounded like something closed. And a gummy piece. This gummy ain't like the others. No, sir. Okay, I'll hold on to it. Nav G piece. Splendid. You're quite the hero. If you're looking for Alice, she's not here. She's gone. Off with the shadows. Into darkness. No! let's go back to our gummy ship. We might find her in another world. We've got to go to a save point to return to our ship. I also told that. Actually, I think that was at the end of the last episode. Alright. So with that, I think we are good, and we are done. And we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!